Well, it's personal between me and you, and I'm going to do you some serious harm, you big stiff idiot.
Twitter about was it Andrade and Janibek? How do you feel? How do you feel about that whole situation?
Janibek, Andrade knows he can't beat Janibek. That's why he's trying to run to 68. He doesn't know what to do right now. He pulled out of that fight. They pulled the sanction out on him because of the indecisiveness. You know, he's not beating Janibek. Janibek's on fresh legs. Listen, all you need to know about Andrade, forget about who he didn't fight, who wouldn't fight him. Lem, what's his name? Lem Williams.
Liam Williams, yeah.
He won the first bunch of rounds early, the first 6 rounds. The last 6 rounds, he was hanging on for life. What's the name was all over him, Lem Williams. He can't back up. He can't use his legs like he used to. He's not what he was. That's all there is to it. He was looking for the cash out with Canelo or maybe Charlo. Listen, he's not economically viable. Okay, the problem with Andrade is a weird thing right now. All these powers to be, they still think he's Andrade. They don't realize he's on old legs. They ain't sharp. He's on old legs. His game is over. He's a very rare specimen. He's an undefeated world champion that's on the back 9. Truth. How do you feel?
I feel he beat Janibek. I still want to see the fight. I want to see the fight. I think what he should do is
you realize how much physically stronger Janibek is than Andrade? Physically straight.
I was told
he's gonna put on him.
I was told by a sparring partner that sparred both of them that Janibek is the strongest guy he's ever been in the ring with.
The next sparring partner didn't have to tell me that. I can see
he's
walking over people.
Yeah, I just think Andre can still outbox him, even with the leg.
Not anymore. The legs that game is over. Let me tell you something very interesting about Janibek. Okay, if you ever see him and they're holding on, and the referee goes to come step in, he pushes the other fighter way away, and the guy like flies backwards. That's how strong he is.
Yeah, I mean, he's pretty strong.
He's very strong.
His last fight against Hassan Mandam, he was good. Like, he was good. Don't get me wrong. Hassan Mandam was a fighter, as you would say, he's on the back 9. You know, in the clubhouse.
Right.
It wasn't like the Janibek that he won, but it wasn't the Janibek from like his earlier in his career. The one that really impressed me.
Let me explain to you about the guy, so you get a better understanding. He moves around a lot, and he feeds into what people are doing, and then he dissects you, and then he puts the pressure on you. So for a while, the Dom looked good, but he would put so much. Don't forget one thing: pressure takes nervous energy out of the other fighter.
Yeah.
And he's going to be all over Andrade. Believe me, Top Rank will win the purse bid or be the promoter. That ring will be so small. It'll be the minimum. They're going to take it to a state that they're going to have a 16-foot ring.
They're going to get one of those solo boxeo rings for the Telemundo cards. They're going to stick it in there.
Yes, exactly.
I still think Andrew will win.
Listen, I've always respected your opinion. Okay, I think that you're a very intelligent guy, but
I think Janibek is a very good talent. I just think the way he fights. I just see Andrade outboxing him.
Okay, and I see Andrade winning the first 3 rounds, and then all of a sudden the legs are falling apart, going all over the place, and this guy's all over him like a cheap suit.
So what happens if Andrade lands one of them big old overhand lefts like he does on everyone else?
Nothing. He's got a great. This guy's got a great chin.
Okay.
Nothing at all. And to land one of those great rights, great punches, you got to have your legs under. He doesn't have the legs that he had. Tell you, it's difficult. Don't forget one thing. Everything works off the foundation. You could ask Stacy. the legs,
absolutely,
foundation.
Absolutely. Okay. Yeah, I want to see it. You got to prove it in the ring. It's all good. Saying that he's this boogeyman and he's the best middleweight in the world and all this stuff, but you got to prove it. As far as I'm concerned, Andrade hasn't lost a fight yet. So until then,
you didn't see Charlo stepping up to fight him or Munguia.
No, but Munguia doesn't want to fight anybody. That's not a Janibek thing. That's just a Munguia Golden Boy thing. They didn't want to fight. They didn't want to fight Janibek. They didn't want to fight Andrade.
No, it's more Fernando Beltran as manager than it is
Xanafer Promotions. Yeah. Devin says, "What happens when Janibek lands a clean left and drops him like Vanas did?" Well, then we'll see. Andrade is all right, but the top dudes out there are going to give him fits. To be honest, Janibek is too hungry right now. Yeah, he's very hungry. And honestly, look, I like Andrade, but he don't look like he want to fight him because he did that interview recently where he was talking. They brought it up, and he was like, "Nah." He pretty much shot it down. So
he what?
He shot it down. Andrade, he did an interview on Fight Hype at the Rolly fight.
He's trying to figure out. He's trying to figure out what to do. And he's got nobody around him that's got any brains. I mean, Andrade's got like one of the worst. You know what? I tell you what I told somebody recently at a telephone conversation. Andrade's actually a good fighter because he has survived the stupidity of the people around him.
Yeah, because they don't really seem like they have any idea what's going on.
They have no clue.
I'm in contact.
I never heard of. He's not even in boxing. I mean,
what was it? Ed Ferris. Ed Ferris, I think his name is.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah.
I mean, who are these people? Come on, guys, a world-class athlete on the back nine, but world-class athlete. He's got people you never heard of handling his career, and I'm in boxing. They're not. So, and the father, Jesus. Whew.
Oh, you don't like Paul?
No, I didn't say I don't like him, but he's not a boxing guy. He doesn't have any brains around him that knows boxing.
Yeah. Because I talk to his dad frequently, and they don't seem like they have any direction as to what they're gonna do. Like I know
they have no direction.
It took them forever in a day just to even secure the Parker fight because the WBO wouldn't even let them at first, and then they let him, and then he got the injury. Now he's at count to 116. He's got to fight Johnny back before November the 17th. So we'll see what happens.
He wasn't going to beat Zach Parker either. By the way, just to let you know.
It would have been a tough fight. He would have beat him.
Okay.
He would have
beat England?
Huh?
In England?
Maybe. No? They're robbing him?
No, they won't rob him.
Do you think that Zach Parker will legitimately beat him?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Based on what? With size?
Big, strong guy, lefty, righty, can punch with both hands. Excellent amateur credentials. He was a really good fighter. He's a really good fresh fighter on fresh legs. You're talking about an Andrade. How old is Andrade? Like 34 years old?
He's 34.
On old legs. On old legs.
But he hasn't taken that much punishment. His 34 is not the same as...
It's nothing to do with punishment. It's the daily grind of training for fights, making weights, go in the amateurs where you have to make weights. You had a big amateur career, you had to make weight every day. It's all those things takes your wear and tear over the course of 20. He's probably in boxing for 25 years.
Yeah. I mean, look, I like Parker. I think he's a good young contender, but I mean, he had that fight a couple years ago. What was it? Darryl Williams, the British fighter that everybody thought beat him. I have the right to reserve my belief in Parker beating Andrade. I mean, he's got some good tools. He's tall. He's big. He can switch. But
well, I'll tell you what Vaughn Alexander said, who's never stopped before.
No, I know. I've seen that fight.
Yeah, got stopped in 2 rounds and is a great sparring partner and a good, solid pro.
Durable.
You know what he said? I had never been hit like that before, ever, by anybody.
Yeah. Okay.
There you go.
We'll see. Thank you for watching another video on True School Sports, the home of boxing. If you made it this far, do me a favor and do yourself a damn favor. Hit that subscribe button and surely you will not be disappointed. You know, True School Sports bringing you the latest and greatest, the untouchable, you know, boxing content, interviews, news videos, breakdowns, live fight reaction extravaganza. We've got a great community of people here, boxing fans all over the world, from America to the UK to Australia, and on and on and on. So join the empire today. Hit that subscribe button. Take care and God.